Right, just to quickly explain, from way back on the original PlayStation, I was always a massive fan of Gran Turismo, to the point that when I picked up Gran Turismo 4, landed up getting a promotional keychain, and that's still on my house keys to this day. My good friend Mick, who's Mick the Yid on YouTube, basically popped down one day after I'd got my 360 and showed me Forza 2. I was a bit, but then he showed me like the car liveries, the way that the game actually plays, and I was sold absolutely straight off the bat. Basically, I've been waiting for Forza 3 information since before they even announced it, and I just couldn't believe how good it actually looks when the guys took the stage at the press conference. So that said, onto the actual info itself. They're already promising over 400 cars with 100 tracks. The graphics, downloads for the trailers that I've put don't do this justice. It looks absolutely fantastic. They've also released information that the game itself is going to be pushing the boundaries of the storage capacity, and the game's actually going to be shipped on 2 discs. But the game info itself, the aim of Forza 3, like a lot of the driving games revealed at E3, is to basically make all driving games as accessible to everybody, regardless of skill level, age, etc. Forza 3 is basically having it as added assist options, which anyone that's played Forza 2 will know. You basically get like it's like a coloured arrow line showing you the best racing line. It'll show you where to brake, etc. With Forza 3, what they're implementing for the beginners is basically like an auto braking system, so you can literally just press gas and go. And down to the fact that even crashing into other cars isn't going to affect the way that you drive. It's not going to completely mess up your race if you have one bump. But obviously, if you're an expert at the game, you can literally have everything switched off. They're also introducing for those of you that have played Grid, the flashback system, where you can literally stop the game, rewind it, and then redo certain sections if you've messed up. Benefits of driving without the assists: when you're going through the career mode, you'll actually earn more money for winning races, but even on an easier level it's not going to affect. You're still going to be earning reasonable amounts of money and be able to enjoy basically the full game. They're introducing, I can't remember the name of the blooming system, but basically the AI, dependent on what level you're playing it at, will be affected by the way that you drive. So for example, if you're slipstreaming another car on an easier level, they're more likely to make mistakes, crash out, or just make a mistake on a turn that lets you take the position. But obviously the more difficult that you're actually playing the game, it's less likely to have any effect. Career mode itself, they've done a massive overhaul. Now again, like Grid, they're working on like a calendar based season. This in itself is dynamic. The game will learn which type of cars you actually enjoy driving in, and as a result it'll offer you more races for those types of cars. There's claims basically saying it will take literally hundreds of hours to fully explore the whole season mode, and estimated at around 50 hours to basically take advantage of everything that is actually there. So to be able to drive all the types of cars, it's going to take you around 50 hours, but to enjoy everything that's in there, it's going to take you hundreds. They've been a bit coy when it comes to the user-generated content. Basically, they're looking at how the majority of people, when it comes to the livery side of it, will basically search through on like YouTube, go through the car auctions on Forza 2. To me, it suggests what they're actually looking at doing is to have either a slightly different setup with the auctions, where you'll be able to basically buy just the designs, or literally to have it's a case of you'll be able to download user-generated designs straight, instead of having to buy a car and having to obviously pay the extra for the car, as well as obviously the livery on top of it. leaderboards are still in, and with the rewind function, you're not going to be penalised for using it. Your time will still show up on the leaderboards itself. That obviously to show who the more skilled drivers are. If you do it without any type of I hate calling it cheats, but I suppose it's probably the easiest way of describing it. If you don't do the rewind and cheat, you won't have any sort of icon show up. But if you do literally just keep rewinding it until you drive the perfect lap, it will have like a little icon by your name to show that that's exactly what you've done. There's not much information on top of that, but being as massive a Forza fan as I am, as soon as any information comes out, whether it's this week or 6 months down the line, it makes no difference. What I'm going to be doing is, as soon as any information comes out, I'll make that available to yourselves.